What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 86. Brian Fisher here, and this is Just Tap Tasting, where we taste some beers here at the Wilkie that we've just tapped. And this one's a really special beer. It's two different breweries that we love here at the Wilkie. Boulevard out of Kansas City, Missouri, and Firestone Walker out of Paso Robles, California, wine country, more northern California. And this is a collaboration between them, and it's called Collaboration No. 6. And I think it's the sixth one in a series of collaborations with other breweries that Boulevard has been working on. And these are two powerhouse breweries, and Boulevard known for a lot of Belgian stuff, Firestone known for a lot of their barrel aging program, and this one is definitely kind of showing what they're capable in both. And then what makes this really special is the Collaboration No. 6 is a blended barrel-aged beer. And so what they're doing is they're taking 4 different beers, 2 from each brewery, and blending them together. And so blending is something that doesn't take place so much in the beer world as it does in other realms of spirits and alcoholic beverages. One of the others is whiskey, which we're going to be doing some shows here with whiskey in the future. In the new year, doing some whiskey shows and some other things. And if you like whiskey, actually hit the like button right now. I want to know if we got some whiskey fans out there, and we should be kind of sharing the good whiskey word. But in the meantime, back to this show, which is Just Tap Tasting, where we taste beer. And so the 4 beers, the first one is a Boulevard's Bourbon Barrel Quad. And the second one is Firestone Walker's Sticky Monkey, which is a barrel-aged quad as well. Sticky Monkey is, they call it a Central Coast quad. That's the style they've come up with. The Central Coast of California is where they're located. And this flower is, indicative there. That's sticky something or other. And then Monk's Belgian quad, Sticky Monkey. Kind of a play on words. Really creative. And then the third one is Imperial Stout X, which is a Imperial Stout series from Boulevard, where they brew it and they release it a few times per year. And each time they release it, there's a different variation. So this Imperial Stout variation that they're using in this beer is with tart cherries. So Imperial Stout with tart cherries, and then it's also aged in whiskey barrels, which the one that went to market is not a whiskey barrel aged Imperial Stout, but the one they used in this blend is. And so the last one, I'm trying to remember all 4 of these, it's a lot, but it contributes to amazing flavor combinations. The last one is Velvet Merkin from Firestone Walker. Velvet Merkin is a riff on Velvet Merlin from Firestone, which is like, I think, a year-round or seasonal release from Firestone. Oatmeal Stout, really tasty. And but Velvet Merkin is a barrel-aged version of Velvet Merlin. So Velvet Merkin, which is in this, is aged in Heaven Hill and Woodford Reserve barrels for a period of time. And so all of these blended together, let's see, just alcohol real quick. The alcohol of this resulting product, 12.5%. 12.5%. And the blend here is really crazy, so stick with me. All the information here is kind of geeky and exciting. We'll put it in the show notes so you understand where it's all coming out and what the blend is like. But so the alcohol is 12.5%, and that's because the Boulevard is up there, 10%. The Sticky Monkey is high in alcohol as well. These are all like 8 to 11% alcohol beers that are blended, and the resulting is 12.5% in this Collaboration No. 6. And really tasty stuff. Let's go into color-wise, it kind of, there's a lot of, like I said, we got a Belgian quad. That's the highest. We'll start from top to bottom. The blend here is 45% Belgian quad from Boulevard, 35% Barrel-aged Belgian quad from Sticky Monkey. So that's 80% of the blend is a Belgian quad. And then the other remaining 10% or 20% collectively, 10% is Sticky Monkey and 10% is the Velvet Merlin and Merkin, sorry. And so it kind of looks a lot like a Belgian quad because that's predominantly the blend. Color-wise, it's like a ruby dark amber hue to it. There's a couple, like stouts here, and the Sticky Monkey tends to pour pretty dark as well, but this still retains its kind of like deep, rich ruby color that's more common with a lot of Belgian quads out there. Let's take it into the nose. First thing I catch on the nose, I get like a rich, cherry sweetness, like candied cherry. Also, I'm noticing the alcohol in the nose. Not in like, oh my God, that's hot, like boozy, but like this is gonna have some alcohol backbone, like in that sweetness kind of way, which is the way that, alcohol usually shows up in these beers because alcohol comes from sugar. Let's give it a taste. Wow, lot going on in this blend. I mean, you got so many. It's like there's cherries in a couple. There's tart cherries in the Imperial Stout X that's blended in here. There's cherries blended into the bourbon barrel aged quad from Boulevard. So lots of cherry fruit characteristics, indicative of the style. You get some darker fruits like dried plum kind of richness going on there, and then you also have a little bit of tartness, sour. The Imperial Stout X that's done with tart cherries is also done with a little bit of lactic acid, and so between the tart cherries and the lactic acid, that's really showing up here in kind of a little bit of like acidity and tartness, and a tiny little like sour little that's kind of balancing out the alcohol. It's 12.5%, and it's definitely showing, but in a lovely way. Like, I don't want to drink a beer like this and not be able to experience just a little bit of the heat, a little bit of the warm from the blend, Just really delicious stuff. We only have a little bit of this. You should really come in and drink it. It's really tasty, and it's a fun thing to experience. A blend, or what's known in the Belgian world as cuvée, is really tasty. This may be the first blend that we've ever had on draft, other than when breweries who barrel age beers blend all the barrels of that beer together to come with one cohesive flavor profile. Other than that, I think this is the first, a Wilkie first, which is often what's on the show, which is pretty cool. Question of the day. I think because there's two of these styles blended in this beer, a barrel-aged quad, what is your favorite, I'm sorry, not barrel-aged quad, but what's your favorite Belgian quadruple ale? Those are high gravity, rich dried fruits kind of style. One of my favorites, I'm a big fan of St. Bernardus App 12, and I want to know what you like. Answer in the comments below if you're a fan of Belgian style beers and you're still holding on because they're amazing, and you think that the Belgian breweries and these styles of beer are really exciting. Hit the like button, and we look forward to sharing some of those wonderful rich flavors. 'Tis the season to drink this shit. It's that time of year. It's cold. I want big, bold beers, 12.5% quads blended together with Imperial Stouts, all aged in fun whiskey barrels for some mouth magic. Mouth magic. It's great. 'Tis the season for mouth magic. I can't believe I just said that. Hashtag mouth magic. Cheers, guys.